We spend so much money and also gain a little bit weight. Thank you, Big Mac and Max French fries. It's only been 6 months since we started the group. Let me tell you about us. My name is Lisa Aoki. I'm a pure Japanese student. Her name is Aikanaya. She is half Filipino and half Japanese. She spent 12 years in the Philippines. Her name is Meloyen. She is a student from China. As you can see, our group is a global team. Having different nationalities enables us to think from various viewpoints. We have also been gathering the data and interviewed some experts to prepare for this presentation. In this presentation, there are 3 main points. We're going to talk about the past, present, and future of Japan. If you have any questions, please keep it until Q&A part. Firstly, we'll tell you about how Japan developed through 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Secondly, the problems Japan is facing at present. Finally, let us share our ideas how Japan can develop after 2020 Tokyo Olympics. As we know, the first ever Olympics in Asia was held in Japan in 1964. The word Tokyo was seen everywhere in Japan. Not only Japan, but also the world's attention was into Tokyo. 1964 Tokyo Olympics created many legacies, such as highways, subways, and Tokaido Shinkansen, the fastest train in the world, were completed. Civilized Japan is no longer into a war, but a peaceful and modernized country. Moreover, many people watched and moved by the Olympics in front of their color TVs. It was also the first ever TV Olympics because Japan began regular color TV broadcasting in 1960. Even before the Olympics, Japan already entered high economic loss. 1964 Tokyo Olympics just made the whole world more impressed with Japan's high level of technological achievement that gave positive vibes to Japan's economy. This is the end of my part. Next, I will tell you about the reason of success and the problem Japan is facing at present.
Okay, thank you, Risa. So, why did Japan develop in 1964 Olympics? The most possible reason is the youthfulness of Japan. According to Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications, just 6.2% age over 65 in 1964. So, it means the rest of them are young, have the power to boost Japan's development that had been passed on until today. So let's move on to the present. What do you think about 2020 Olympics? Here's a poster for 2020 Olympics. Tsuyokonare Tokyo. Be strong Tokyo. It has been 55 years since the last Tokyo Olympics. And indeed, 1964 Olympics made people know about Tokyo. So here's a question. Does Tokyo really have to be strong again? As we know, Tokyo is a very developed city. Being third for 4 years in the World City Ranking shows how much developed Tokyo is. Tokyo has 11% of Japan's population. Japanese from different prefectures and foreigners from different countries are gathering in Tokyo. Don't you think Tokyo is strong enough? Next, I'm going to talk about problems of Japan. Japan's super aging society. According to MIC, Japan has the oldest population in the world, reigning 28.4% of people aged over 65. That connects to the lack of labor force and regional depopulation. But now, government has to solve these problems by expanding foreign training programs. Don't you think foreign workers saying "irashaimase" to you in the convenience store has increased? So we did a little survey for about 300 students and working adults, whether they agreed to hire whether they agreed to hire foreign workers. As a result, 96% of them think it is good. So it means most of the people are welcome to accept foreign workers. According to Japan's Association of Promotion for Internationalization, or JAPI, in order to survive the global society, Japan has to hire not just foreigners for low-wage jobs, but for their talents to be an official employee here in Japan. So what should Japan do? We think the Tokyo Olympics inbound is the key. 10 million will come to Japan next year. How about make those people love Japan from a tourist into a fan? How to do this? Our answer is knowing the diversity in Japan. Japan is not only Tokyo. Japan has many regions. Let's explore the beautiful Japan, or Nippon. Japan has many regions, so there's a lot of culture you could cultivate, such as people, food, history, and local places. That's for my part. Next, Milton will tell you more details about our suggestion.
Thank you, Lai. So I'm going to talk. So we suggest the Fun View Japan projects during Olympics, where people explore the Japan by volunteer, internship, or tourist, and experience the local culture. And the most important things in this project is communication. Like, we'd like to invite foreigner and Japanese to visit the local area and to experience the hospitalities, know its cultures, by talk to people, in order to make deeper connections to Japan. So if they would like to eat the local food again and to meet the people here again, maybe they will come back for many times, and at last they will be in love in Japan and be a fan of Japan. So what if those 10 million fans would choose to stay in Japan? The lack of labor force will be failed. And the Japan's development will be sustainable. So let me summarize our presentation. At first, the world and the Japan are focused on Tokyo in 1916 for Olympic. However, as 2020 Olympics is approaching, now Japan is facing the serious problems like decreasing populations, especially in local area. So we're thinking about we should increase the people who will love in Japan and be a fan. Here's our conclusions. So please take a deep breath and thinking about, have I ever been interested in countryside of Japan? Have I ever been there before? So how could we make others love Japan if we don't know about it? So please be active. Please travel to local area. Please love it by yourself, and please add the fun to share our experience to foreigners. We have some limitation in your presentation. We did mention about Winter Olympic and other social problems because, in our opinions, the rural corrections is the most important things we need to focus on. We have some references, but we also did some surveys and interviews, and we were very careful about the photograph. We also made a website. Please access this. If you don't have any plan for this winter, and we also have some recommendation for you. So let's move on to Q&A. Please open the floor, ask anything you want to ask, and we will try to answer you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Can I start asking you a question? In the conclusion, you mentioned about being confident.
Yes.
Is it addressed to Japanese or foreigners? And what do you mean by, if you can explain us more about what you mean by being confident?
Be confident.
I can answer. We focus on, in our conclusion, it's for the Japanese. Yeah, because even though we're going to